Wait, crap.
Go.
Let's establish who's going to introduce themselves first.
We'll establish that later. Aloha,
Okay.
welcome back to Mystimon Saga, a world like no other, where people live alongside mystical creatures and where magic comes alive. Under siege by forces beyond and within. This is Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives, where investigators battle an evil cult and investigate the paranormal and high strangeness all over the world. I'm your host, GM Seth, aka Seth R. Mitchell, and I am today once again joined by our players. I should, by the way, mention that this is a Pathfinder actual play. We'll start with we'll start, just go down the list, okay? So, but still, binary.
Greetings, I am Binary. I play Bastille and Coldra, but Coldra will be mysteriously absent this game. And so, mainly Bastille's who you're looking at today.
And next on the list, Ducky.
Hello, I'm Duck. I'm playing Willow. Who's Wekan.
Wekan Summoner, yeah.
Wekan Summoner.
And Ada.
Yeah, hello everybody. Name's Twilight, and I'll be playing as Adolin, the kinesis that surprisingly lacks a brain.
And next.
Hello. I am Shadow, and I'm playing as a Goblurin known as Rat.
Goblurins gunslinger.
You say he has a gun.
Rat has a gun. Everyone call
Goblurin's
911.
got a gun.
What made the Goblurins snap?
He's gonna shoot someone.
Was he tired of Bastille's crap? When we last left our
Bastille's an automaton. He doesn't have any crap.
When we last left our investigators, Zoey and Rat traveled through the primal wood, and at one point they spotted two red eyes hovering high off the ground. And it turned out to be Willow. Willow is a Wekan who has been for years trying to keep people out of the wood in order to protect them. A Wekan is basically a Bigfoot. And Willow is a midnight whistler variety of Wekan.
Man, it's going to be tough to sleep around that.
Yeah. Sort of.
I have no idea why it took me so long to figure out that pun.
And Soma, as she walked through the city to get to look into another case, forget what that one was. Oh, as they looked into the case of how to get Lady Fiore out of the Dreamlands, she suddenly had this strange vision where she saw buildings on fire, and she saw friends like Rat and Zoey and Crystal lying bloodied on the ground, perhaps dead. And she saw these cloaked figures with these masks, and it was all very terrifying. Oh, and that rat kind of almost sort of drowned.
As one does.
Most importantly, I lost my hat.
Yeah, rat's hat is gone. Which may be one reason why the Gobbler's got a gun. And Bastille landed in hot water with the law when he, for some reason, came on this idea that, okay, we are going to investigate these shadow people, with Ada going to sleep. And what better way to have Ada go to sleep than to knock Ada over the head a bunch of times?
Hey, Ada going to sleep was not part of his idea. He was just like, we just need to wait until like 3 a.m., which is in like 9 hours. And Ada's like, I'm asleep till then. This is a bit difficult. And he's like, do you want help? And she said, sure. And he told her what he was going to do. And she said, sure. And so he knocked her out. Let's not try and put all of the onus on Bastille.
He's such a viewer discretion. Just boy, don't try that at home. We are professional dumbasses.
Or do. We aren't your parents.
But we all people that are probably older than them.
Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, we are professional dumbasses.
So, yeah, Bastille's kind of landed in hot water with the law because he was seen doing this. And so he was arrested for assault.
They tried to arrest me.
But, as we continue, as Bastille is taken in and everything, who should come to Bastille's rescue but a noble? You're not quite sure what this noble's name is, but this noble has a particular interest in Bastille. And he comes to Bastille's rescue by pulling some strings and getting Bastille out of jail. And so that is where we pick up. We pick up with Bastille just getting out of the jailhouse. And not quite sure why a noble would go to the trouble of getting you out of jail. You're not even sure who this noble is. You just know that you were just told that a noble pulled some strings and got you out.
So are we changing it? Because Bastille had originally teleported away. So just clarifying that. And it was that the noble was getting the evasion and the assault taken down.
So.
Just clarifying.
So. You finally beat up with this noble at the Wilted Tree Tavern. And he just tells you right from the get-go that he has an interest in you. He doesn't quite even tell you who he is. He doesn't tell you his name or anything. He just tells you that he has an interest in you.
Did you need the details for this noble? Because you told me to make them.
You could go ahead and give me the details, but I did make up some details of my own for this.
Okay. Well, the most notable thing that you might, that I guess we'll find out if it's the same or not, is he is a Dragla, but he's the size of a Cowan. Which, for those at home that are like, what are these things? He is basically, if a Dragonborn was basically looked more like a kobold.
Except Dragula actually have wings.
Okay, so yeah, he's like if he was like a tiny kobold with wings. He has black scales with like bright green eyes, and at least, and I guess he could be looking for additional reasons. But one of the reasons that he was searching to get in good with the king was hoping to use those resources to remove the curse that is a shrink spell that has made permanent on him. Hence his size.
Well, that might not be entirely accurate, but we'll see. This noble, he asks you, hey, why did you hit your friend over and over the head? Why did you do this?
She asked me to.
Well, if you want to make someone fall asleep, there are easier ways, although decidedly and admittedly not as fun. You could go to the tavern.
Difficult.
You could go to the tavern for some herbal tea, for instance, or maybe the apothecary for a potion.
Neither of those sounds easier than the option provided.
Well, maybe less damaging to your friend.
I believe she is fine.
Let her be the judge of that. How are you feeling, Ada? How's the old noggin, huh?
Being good could be better.
Now, Miss Ada, how about you run along, and so I can have a few words alone with our robot friend here.
Alrighty then. Ada more or less gives them the, I guess, space.
Right? And when they are alone, the noble leans in close to you. You are one very interesting robot. You are one very interesting robot. Perhaps more interesting than the robot who thought he had his soul. His voice gets a little lower, and a strange smile comes over his face.
Do not know who that is.
Didn't have much of a soul when I killed him. His voice seems to change.
To be clear, I fully acknowledge that this is Zogoth. Bastille's just dead staring at him. He's acknowledged it, but he doesn't feel a need to say it. To clarify on the silence.
And he says, but I do believe you do, in fact, have a soul. 5, in fact. Or is it 6? Perhaps 7. I lost count, really. Now, why do you think that is? he says, as the disguise completely falls, and right before you is now sitting a man in a circus uniform, wearing a top hat, with a scar over his eye, with a cane.
I do not know why.
Out of character, why do I have a feeling like this is a running joke?
But what was that?
Not been healed for like a year or something like that.
What was that, Bastille?
I do not know why.
You don't know why?
Would you like to elaborate?
You are like a little lost puppy, missing a few memories. You don't know who or even what you really are, do you?
No.
What if I told you I do? What if I told you I could provide you with your lost memories? Do I have your attention now?
My attention had not been redirected previously.
I just need a small favor from you. Just a small one, really. He makes this motion with his hands. Really tiny one. All I need from you is that puzzle pyramid. Bring me that puzzle pyramid, and I will give you your lost memories. And you will finally know the truth of what you really are.
Why?
Why? Maybe I want to help out a friend. We are friends, aren't we?
Why do you want the pyramid?
Oh, my reasons are my own. Let's just say you don't know what you are messing with that pyramid.
Correct. This is not unknown. But such does not answer the question. And do you have proof?
Do I have proof? Proof that I have your lost memories?
Correct.
Sure. He snaps his fingers, and suddenly you feel a slight tinge in your head, Bastille, as a flood of memories comes flushing through your brain. And you see a few particular memories. And you can decide what those memories are, because this is part of your backstory. The rest are still fragments.
Yeah. So, I think it's a number of things. So, in one scene, there is a, red-haired, human, or I guess that seems to, carry a firearm at his side that is standing before a large, extravagant house that is currently on fire and trying to figure out what's going on with it. And then it zooms out before you can see much more, and it goes to the next individual, which is this elf that's in what seems like very distant lands. I don't know, DM, you tell me, is there an equivalent to the space / the astral sea, or in this world, or no?
I have no idea what that really is.
The astral sea is basically space.
Okay, that would be space.
But, like, are there people in space in Mystimon? Even if we've never interacted with them.
To be continued on that.
Fair enough. So maybe or maybe not in space, who knows? But zooms out and, like, just various different people in, like, situations, like, some of them mundane, some of them extreme or dramatic before it passes back to before those glimpses are given, I suppose.
Okay. Do we have a deal?
Does Bastille even know where this pyramid is currently?
Not yet. You haven't been able to find it just yet.
I do not have the pyramid to give.
That's a pity. Perhaps when you find it, you can give it to me. And I will give you the rest of your memories.
And if I am not the one to find it?
Well then, you deal with that. And what is Ada doing during this time?
It's like, if anything, I barely have no idea.
Having a few drinks?
I was about to say probably just one because she's actually probably going to be trying to pace herself this time.
This time.
Yeah, I mean, hey, already been in trouble once. Don't need to have it happen a second time.
Sure. And so,
What if I offer you information?
It depends on what the information is.
It is information you would like to know.
I'm listening.
I must have an agreement first.
I can only give you the rest of your memories in exchange for the pyramid.
I have offered an alternative, but if you do not wish for the information, I feel a trade of information for information is more equalizing.
How you deal with this is up to you. What was that?
I don't know.
And with that, we're going to cut over to Zoey, Rat, and their new friend, Willow. As you get the three Goblurins, whose names,
I have my notes right
Shrokai,
here.
Gorefish, and Henrietta. As you get them back to Zoe's vet clinic, and she starts to work to patch them up, the first thing she notices is that, very oddly, all three of them have yellow eyes. But this isn't really odd in and of itself, since yellow and red are amongst the most common eye colors for Goblurins. It's just a little peculiar that all three of them have yellow eyes. And I'm going to have Zoey make a perception check. And she rolls a 33. And with that perception check, she says, "Oh, hey, what's this?" And she points out this strange spiral symbol that is branded on Shrokai on his back. And she goes and checks the others, and all three of them have it. And she will make a religion or occultism check, and you two can also make a religion or occultism check as well.
I'm gonna critical fail that. If I try it, I can't.
She does not have either of those.
But it would be really funny. Occultism or religion?
Yeah, occultism or religion.
I can't wait to critically fail this. Listen, Rat's specialty is spirits and spirits only.
Okay, Willow, what do you have? Let's see what you have. Willow, you do have occultism.
Yeah. I got a 27.
You got a 27 with that?
Yeah.
Ah. They got a 27. And Willow, this is what you know. I'm going to actually PM this to you.
Okay.
I just PM'd it to you, Willow.
Okay. Would I know what either of those things are?
Not entirely. You know a little bit about them, but not a whole lot.
Okay. Willow would share what is Willow able to share this with the group?
Go ahead. You want to tell the group about it?
Okay. So I kind of know what the symbol means. It's related to the ancient ones or the great old ones. But I don't know a whole lot on what that is.
I think I heard about them from someone named Gray. I think they were, I can't remember, something with a T, with a C as a sound. I can't remember his name. Actually, I think it was Cthulhu. Dr. Gray mentioned something about that thing being an ancient one. Oh, the ancient ones are coming here. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, that's helpful, I guess.
Hey, my specialty lies around the spirits. Anything else I don't know much about.
Okay, so a chain of events happens here. As everyone is very focused on that symbol, whatever it is, suddenly one of the Goblurins stabs Zoey in the back. Makes a 25 versus Zoey's 28 AC that misses. So this Goblurin missed. And as this Goblurin misses, they call out, "The Yellow King is coming! The Yellow King is coming! The Yellow King is coming!" And all three of them start chanting, "The Yellow King is coming! The Yellow King is coming!" Make initiative rolls.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Like, just out of Kyoto, I knew reading that book meant something. What is the show?
Hey.
Act 1?
We have Rat.
Okay.
We have Zoey. And we have Willow.
Oh crap! Alrighty then. I actually have to spend an action to withdraw my weapon. No, this is not gonna be fun.
How do I roll initiative?
So,
Yeah, it's a way. We have to be in a map.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, our tokens have to be. There we go.
here we go.
Yeah. So you. Yeah. So on your sheet, you see how there's a
Oops.
thing that says initiative. It's like in the mid, like you go where perception is, right below it. You click initiative.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. Ooh.
There you go.
For some reason, none of the tokens are showing up on the
But will I be
screen.
able to, like...
None of the tokens are showing up here on the
Would
screen.
Willow be able to summon their, like,
Ow.
Let's see that.
before, like, initiative or no?
Let me see. We have 27 for Willow. We have 37 for Rat. I'll roll Zoe's. Zoe's is a 22. I'm not entirely sure why none of the tokens are showing up on the stream.
Oh, okay. I see them on my side, on my screen.
Yeah, for some reason, none of them are showing up.
That's weird.
Questions?
What's up?
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, what's up? What do you need, Pokey?
Uh, how does Mystimon work? Not work, but I guess.
You're summoning?
Since it doesn't have a
Or-
summon trait, so does that mean it's just something that's always out?
You're a summoner, correct?
Yeah.
You have to spend an action to summon your item on.
Okay.
It's not something that's always out.
Okay.
Unless I think you have to have a feat for that. I think Binary can help me out. I'm not too familiar with summoners.
Yeah, it does take time to summon. I don't know if it is different for Mystimon, because I don't know if Mystimon go away like a regular Eidolon can.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
That sounds like a
Seth?
question for Seth.
Yeah.
Right now, dealing with a bit of an issue.
I know, it's all good.
Um, so, yeah, here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the stream on one of our Theater of the Mind scenes. While everyone else can see the battle map, we're going to have to describe things. So, Gorefish is just behind Zoey as they just tried to stab Zoey in the back and missed. Willow is about 10 feet to the right, diagonally from Zoey, and about 5 feet away from Willow is Rat. And the other two Goblurins have now hopped off the hospital beds onto the floor, and they are now positioned about 10 feet between each other. And there's about 20 feet between Henrietta and Rat, and 30 feet and between Shrokai and Rat, and 30 feet between Gorefish and Rat. So, that is where everyone is, and we will begin.
So, standing question regarding Mystimon Summoner.
Sure.
Are the Mystimon Pokeballed away? Or are they, like, do they need to be summoned, or would they realistically already be around?
The Mystimon partner is basically like the Eidolon, and in world lore, the Mystimon actually all hang out in this river between all the plains that is called the Flow. It is a river of Mystia. That is where all Mystimon hang out when they are not being summoned. So
then yes, you would need to summon them to answer your question, Doc.
Thank you.
So,
no problem.
You will need to summon your Psychon.
Now you know they are in fact Pokeballed away for future use.
Except no Pokeballs.
Mr. Balled away for future ways.
They're in the flow. They're hanging out in the flow, having some fun, having a few drinks.
But that doesn't roll off the tongue like Mr. Ball.
Yeah.
Mr. Ball. That's a good one.
Please don't sue us, Nintendo. Please. Please.
It's okay. They're too busy with Power World.
Yeah, they are, but they tend to be highly aggressive with their trademarks. So.
Oh, yeah.
We'll only start worrying if we start making money.
Oh, yeah.
So, we are going to start off, let's see. We start things off with Rat.
That's me.
Yep.
Anyways.
So, Gorefish just got a sneak attack in on Zoey and missed, thankfully.
Okay. then I am gonna do something that I think is going to be really funny.
Do it.
I am gonna try to shoot someone. I am gonna shoot. I am gonna shoot
So-
Henrietta.
So before you do that,
Mhm.
all three of these Goblurins legitimately think you're their ally. They legitimately think
Oh.
you're on their side.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
That's sick. Wait a minute. I could do something even funnier. I got an idea.
The reason you think they think you're their ally is because both you're a Goblurin and you have yellow eyes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So that changes my entire plan now. I'm not going to shoot.
No.
In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over here.
So you're
That
going to
is
move.
5, 10, 15. Over here.
So you're going to move to just behind Zoey, or
No, I'm
just to
gonna
the
move
side of
over
Zoey.
here.
Okay, you're going to move to
I'm
just.
going to do something. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna say something to Gorefish and be like, "Hail the Yellow King!" Actually, I think the Yellow King said to wait up on doing something. Maybe we don't have to shoot. We don't have to hurt our allies. These guys seem pretty useful. He's trying to sound as evil as he can. Can I roll a deception?
Yes, please do.
Yes.
With a +2 circumstance bonus
That's
because
a 40.
because they legitimately
That's a 40.
think you're on their side. Yeah, that definitely passes. They all they're all like they're friends. They're friends to the Yellow King.
Absolutely. The Yellow King told me personally. He's gonna like quickly grab like something. He's gonna like scribble the mark behind Zoe's like clothes. Can I roll sleight of hand to try to do that quickly?
Thievery. That will be a thievery check.
Thievery, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, my bad.
Go
I'll
for
thievery check this.
And it's a 20 on the die. It's a 20 on the die.
Wow.
My charlatan background is coming in clutch.
We have a nat 20 as Rat goes and scribbles the yellow sign, the spiral symbol on Zoe's back.
Let's go. You see? Look at her back. She has the symbol. The Yellow King told me all about these guys. That's why I've been pretending to be with them.
Okay, they've now all turned to Willow.
Oh no.
How do I do this? I have one more action left. What do I do? 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 I think
With your critical success, your deception check, you can say that Willow also has the yellow sign too, even though they don't.
Oh.
This was a critical success.
how okay, what's an oh, okay, then I'm gonna be like, don't actually she has the sign but her fur grew out of it. She regrew the tattoo of the symbol of the Yellow King.
Okay, they're all looking at each other. Okay, they're friends. The Yellow King is coming.
Friends.
The Yellow King is coming.
Yes, the Yellow King is coming. The Yellow King is coming.
Oh, hell, the Yellow King.
Now, I have a question. Can I be ready? So how's combat looking? Like, are we because it looks like they're still ready to throw down. Like once they're all chill, can I try to do something to knock them all out?
They're pretty much all chill now. They pretty much all think that the whole, all three of the are allies to the Yellow King.
Okay. Okay, cool. All three of us. I have to find a way how to knock them out so they won't do something. Ah, crap. Hey, well, I have a question for you, aka Pokey Duck. What's your strength score?
-1.
Okay! So you can't chokehold someone.
I'm like the weakest weapon.
Does
The weakest
does Zoey
Wekan in the
have a
world.
does Zoey have a high strength?
Does Zoey have a high strength? Let me check. I just realized I forgot to press the record button.
Oh.
At least we're streaming, so I can download the VOD from YouTube later. And send that off to L.
Sweet.
Zoey has a +1 strength.
Are you kidding me? Why
Nope.
am I with all the noodles? I can only take one out. I have a +4 to strength. Are you kidding me? Alright.
Why do you need to take them out? They're willing to think you're friends now.
Well, what if we go out and they're like start causing chaos in our only hideout? That's the one thing I'm worried about. Crap.
Think it through.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a critical success on your deception. They totally 100% believe you.
Actually, I think I know what the Yellow King has told me. The Yellow King has said to sit here and wait till you guys should be under my command. Yeah, that's what the Yellow King told me.
Okay, your wish is our command. The Yellow King is coming. The Yellow King is coming.
Hail the Yellow King! The Yellow King is coming! The Yellow King is coming! He's swinging his gun sword around. He's gonna quickly run over here, gonna whisper to them both. He's like, "Okay, I hope I convinced them that we're chill, but I'm still a little scared. So, should we leave or should we stay here for the others to come back?"
Yeah. Probably just separate them so they're not. Or sneak. I don't know. Willow's good at sneaking. Maybe I could sneak around the back of one of them and knock them out.
Well, I mean, they're chill. I don't know what we should do. Should we wait for the others to come by, or should we just go off on our own? Because we're done with our investigation. The others are still out there.
Zoey points out the yellow sign on the 3 Goblurins, and it says, are we really done with our investigation, or is there more to this?
I don't know shit about that sign. The only one that knows about it is Willow. And I think the boss is busy with something.
Well, I suppose
So,
that's what we have to investigate, isn't it?
Okay, but do we have to... Okay, so we should probably babysit these 3 with us for right now, I guess. Or should we leave them here at the vet? Like, he's saying this to, like, everyone here, Willow and Zoey. He's just like... Yeah. Like, above board, I am worried that if we just let them stay at the vet, they're just going to go off and do something. Because I've only lied. And the Yellow King can probably do like some sleeper agent wake up magic stuff. And it's just like, oh, okay, let's do this. That's the one thing I'm worried about.
Above board, you could potentially use this right now to get information that you don't currently have.
Yeah, but
Like, where are the rest of the Goblurins?
Yeah, but Rat's not smart about that. He's
Rat
freaking
wouldn't
out.
think
Well-
about where the rest of the Goblurins are?
Actually, no, wait.
I feel like a
Yeah, no,
mini thing.
Yeah, no, I thought it was explained that the Goblurins just kind of they went off, like they
Oh,
were
they
all just
might-
kind of like.
Have more info on that.
We don't know where they are, though.
Yeah, you know that is a good idea. Yeah, Red was whole mission was to find these threes. You were like, actually, do you guys know where the rest of our king is? Us Goblurins. Do we all serve the Yellow King?
All those that serve the Yellow King have got off to a dig to the east. Yeah.
So is that? So does
They've
fall
gone
in
to a
line?
place called the Oak Isle. Rat, make me a let's see.
I got nothing.
You you should make me a check on this. You know
I'll
what?
make it.
You know what? Just roll a flat d20.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got nothing.
Just
I
roll a flat
specialize-
d20.
Got you. Not bad.
You when they mentioned Oak Isle, that sounds like bells ringing in your brain, and you remember the map that Ada pulled out of the basement of that building. It's a treasure map for Oak Isle.
Oh,
Oak Isle is an island off the coast off the eastern coast of Olympus.
okay. Now, one question: would people have noticed or talked about like the mass exodus of Goblurins, or would that be like swept under the rug?
That has kind of been a part of the whole kerfuffle the last couple of days with
Okay.
with the Goblurins being accused of eating pets and all kinds of other ridiculous conspiracy theories.
Okay, I see. I'm assuming Ida would have the map because she found it.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we have a plan. I think we gotta go find Ida and collaborate with these three fellas. Seth, I have a question. Do I have time to cast a spell?
What spell are you casting?
Yes.
That is a 2-action spell.
Man,
See
like
the
I said,
unseen. Your gaze pierces through illusions and finds invisible creatures and spirits. You can see invisible creatures as though they aren't invisible. Yeah, sure, you can go for it.
How much Mystia does that cost?
That is a rank 2 spell, so... Hold on. 1 second, please.
Okay.
A rank 2 spell costs 3 Mystia.
Okay, thank you.
If you heighten it to 5th level, it will cost 7.
Then yeah, I will heighten that spell. Level, subtract 7.
Okay. So you heighten it to 5th level. It now has a duration of 8 hours. And as soon as you cast that spell, you see off in the corner this wispy, cloaked figure with a face that you cannot see. This face looks like ashy, wispy, and is just looking back at you.
Yeah.
But the cloak appears to be yellow.
Okay. Can I roll spirit lore in that, or is that not applicable?
That's probably not applicable in this case.
Okay. Okay.
Does Willow see this?
I can't share the spell effect.
No, you don't.
Okay.
So now we're going to go back to Bastille and Ida.
And Zolgoth.
No, Zolgoth has left the building for now. He is awaiting. He is waiting on your. On your answer on whether or not you can get the puzzle pyramid.
Of information.
He's just going to wait to see if you can bring him the puzzle pyramid that he asked for. So, it is now later in the day. Oops. It's now later in the day. It's about 7:30 in the evening. So what are you two doing?
Waiting until 3 a.m.
Waiting until 3 a.m. Ada, is there anything you want to do while you wait for 3 a.m.? Besides getting knocked out a few thousand times and getting brain damage?
And really, not really a whole lot. Besides probably not actually being knocked out and trying to find something else to pass the time by.
Yeah. A big note right here. Concussions and brain damage are nothing to laugh at. So
As I mentioned earlier,
while laughing.
I hope no one's laughing at this.
You're the one who just laughed again.
I was trying not to laugh.
It's like one of those great try not to laugh videos. Like, just by being told not to laugh, it makes everything funny.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I've yet to laugh.
So, what is Ada doing? Is Bastille is probably just standing there in the corner waiting for 3 a.m.?
I'm just sitting at the table he had sat at with Zolgoth.
Yeah, Zolgoth disappeared a long time ago.
Yeah, he's still sitting there. He doesn't have anywhere else to go.
And no one has told him to do anything else.
So I do have at least something that can help pass the time by a bit faster, I think. With that mostly being in the form of using the harrowing ritual on Bastille.
You're casting the harrowing ritual. How many people does that take?
All it takes is just myself to do it and the person that I'm giving it to.
Okay.
Are you talking to Bastille regarding this ahead of time?
I would hope so.
I would
Because
too, but that's
they
why
have
I'm
to
asking.
be. It has to be one willing creature.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, more than likely, like she would have likely asked if you were willing to, I guess, do a little bit of fortune telling to an extent.
I do not know how to speak to a fortune, but sure.
And not entirely what fortune telling is, but I'm not one to kind of change perceptions.
Okay, so go ahead and cast it. Make an occultism check.
Yeah, it is guessing that it would be a public one.
Yes. 37. I would say you succeed.
What the fuck?
I would say you succeed. You take 1 hour to cast this. So now it's 8:30. And now the typical hero reading does not magically manipulate fate, but when you perform a harrowing ritual to infuse a reading with occult power, you can impart real magical benefits to the target of the reading that give them agency and control over a task or goal in their immediate future. What task or goal? The first 50 minutes of this ritual's casting are spent preparing the target creature for the reading by meditating, concentrating on the task or goal to be focused on, and allowing you to paint or ink occult symbols from the harrow onto the target's body to link them to the upcoming reading. The final 10 minutes of the ritual comprise of the reading itself, during which the symbols placed on the target fade away while infusing their fate. The target of the harrowing must describe a set of events or a course of action they intend to attempt in the near future. Something like hunting down a specific wanted criminal or traveling to wherever to investigate whatever. You could roleplay out the actual harrow reading if you wish, using any spread to perform the reading. But at the ritual's completion, a single potential opportunity for the target to manipulate fate bonds to their destiny, depending on the result of your primary skill check to perform this ritual. As long as this ritual's duration persists, the creature is temporarily immune to further harrowing rituals. So you rolled a 37. That was probably a critical success. The target gains agency over fate and chance while in the pursuit of their goal. Gaining a wild card, randomly determine a hero suit either by rolling 1d6 or by drawing a card from a full hero deck. So roll 1d6.
So this 6.
And we have crowns. Charisma. And the associated check is all other checks, including flat checks.
At any point during the duration, the creature can expend this wild card immediately reroll any associated check the Jets made, getting a +4 status bonus to it. However,
That's
they must be the
insane.
second one. And once this reroll is taken, the waterfall spend the healing rituals effects end.
Now,
Okay.
rituals are, I believe, auto upcasts at whatever the max
Yes.
level you can do. And so for each one level higher, you get an additional wild card. So what's the highest level spell Ada can cast currently?
Yeah, that's the thing. Not really a spell cast, so I more or less just have innate spells.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well,
it's
do
going to
they
be
have a
it's going to
level?
be it's going to be as based on Ada's half Ada's level rounded up.
Okay.
Okay, so half rounded up, that would be 6.
Yes.
So then it gets 5 additional wild cards?
Yep.
Yeah, but I
'Cause-
still have to, I think, check for each one.
So that's you get 6 wild cards.
Fancy.
Yep.
Yeah,
And the suit is crowns. Charisma.
yeah, like I was about to say, if anything, I thought that was just a attempt for each card. Then we rolled to see
So-
what that card was.
So
respectively.
this is important. What goal is this connected to? What goal?
Oh, that one's obvious. Getting his memories back.
Getting his memories
Oh.
back.
That's the only goal Bastille cares about.
Interesting.
What
Whatever
about
you're chasing.
what about the immediate goal of the what you're doing tonight?
He's here because he was told they would find a way to get his memories back at the end of the day.
Okay, so harrowing lasts 1 month.
Correct.
Or at least until they actually fulfill the mission.
So somehow in the next month, Bastille has to get back to the ranch and find the 3-sided pyramid.
Well,
Find the puzzle pyramid.
that is a way to get his memories back. His goal is not to get the pyramid. His goal is to get his memories back. The process is not the pyramid is not his goal, to be clear.
Yeah.
It might be a way of doing it, but not necessarily the requirement he has for getting his memories back.
With regards to the deal with Zolgoth,
Well, yes, but previously he had to deal with the society as it was, in which he was told,
Sure.
at least, that when they go through the Shadow Gate, that can help one retain their memories. So, with that coming up, he is aware that that might help as well.
okay, sure. So, really quickly, we are actually going to check in with Coldra.
Hey.
At one point, Coldra kind of wanders off, I guess, kind of looking through different books in this library. What kind of topics, what kind of subjects do you think Coldra would be interested in?
I think he's kind of interested in seeing either if they have a section for like current events, and if so, like what they have related to the Gola, if anything. If
Sure.
not, gathering because he's still curious on like the other family members he came to look for, like in this part of the world, if there's any information regarding that.
Sure. So, as you're perusing these sections, at one point, you hear a voice behind you. Hello there. Now, what, pray tell, brings a Goa to these shores? As you turn to see a man in a top hat, wearing a circus uniform, with a scar over his eye and a wide grin on his face. A very creepy wide grin.
Reasons.
Oh, don't play coy with me. You're so obvious I could tell a mile away. Very curious to find one of your kind here.
Well, if I am obvious, I do not need to say the reason.
He rounds, he kind of goes like round you, kind of rounds you, kind of sizing you up. You know, I think the nearest rock camp is that way. As he points to both the east and the west at the same time, with his cane just standing there on its own. And then he says, "Oh, but you're not here for those slaves of yours, are you?"
I believe the nearest kindergarten is that way. And he'll point in one direction in case you're needing a formal education on how directions work.
No. Oh, touche. No, I believe you're here for a wayward princess. Are you not?
Why don't you tell me?
I know exactly where she is. It'll cost you. He approaches you and looks you dead in the eye. One of your new teammates is hiding a secret. Did you know that? A woman,
Everyone
or rather,
is hiding secrets.
a woman, or rather, fox, Alapeke, I do believe they call themselves. I believe she calls herself Soma. He just lets the name hang in there, hang in the air for a moment. She's hiding a secret, a very dangerous secret. She is what is called a guardian. In fact, there are 3 other women who are also guardians. Curious, isn't it? All of the guardians to be revealed thus far are women. It is as though the universe has it out for us men, but alas, beside the point. These threats cannot continue to walk this world. They are a threat to your kind, to the Empire. You cannot allow that to stand, can you? No. You must eliminate the threat.
You say I am obvious, but you are the only one showing your hand.
The other 3 call themselves Kauai, Ira, and Crystal. He lets the last name hang in the air for a moment. Eliminate these threats, and I will tell you precisely where you can find your wayward little princess. Do we have a deal?
Again, you understand you are the only one obvious right now.
If I'm obvious, then you are as well. It takes one to know one.
At least I am not desperate.
Desperate? B?
We've gotten close to something you don't wish us to be.
Now, if that were true, why would I be here talking to you? Why would I be here giving you a chance to find this wayward little princess that you're looking for?
To try and distract.
No, I'm just giving you a gift.
Besides, you're not entirely correct on my own goal either.
It's
But
not.
that is the problem with stupid men that think themselves smart. They always think they know another's goal when they have the barest of details.
If you don't want to take this deal, then that's your own problem. But the deal will be on the table. Should you change your mind?
It won't.
Farewell. And he disappears in a cloud of black smoke. Now we'll go back to Rat, Willow, and Zoey.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
So, what is your plan?
I have an idea, but I don't know if Willow's okay to chill with it because
Your voice sounds really muffled.
Oh crap! Sorry. How do I sound now?
That's better.
Oh, okay, apologies. Moved far away from the mic. Anyways, what Rat wants to do is go find Ida and or find a book about the Yellow King.
Rat looking for a book.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of those two things. He's either gonna try to find a book about the Yellow King or find Ida, but probably is like a 9 out of 10 chance.
Well, Zoe suggests that if you want to find a book, the best place to find one is the library.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine with either of those.
What would be information?
How is Willow with going into a library? Wekan in a library would be an interesting sight.
Alright, well, I guess. Well, okay. Said they're like psychon. I guess.
Yep, so it looks like you three have a plan.
Yeah, go to the
You three are
library.
going to the library.
Yeah, go to the library, figure out what the Yellow King is, find Ida, and then steal that map from her. And then I don't know.
Steal the map.
Steal the map.
Listen, if Ida doesn't comply, let's just say I don't know.
So you three head out. What are you going to do about your three Goblin friends? First of all, have you figured out a plan on that?
I was hoping to figure out a plan about that. I do have one idea. We can just. So they're on like I've lied to them and said I'm under like the Yellow King's like commander type of guy. They think that's real. So I'm just gonna tell them, hey, why don't you guys just stay down here and wait till my command?
Okay.
We will.
Okay.
The Yellow King will come. I have to set up some things.
Okay.
Stay right here. If anybody else tells you they serve the Yellow King, no, they are lying. I am the Yellow King's commander. I am his right-handed man.
Okay. And as you three head out, you look back and see the three Goblurins kind of going like Three Stooges on each other.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad.
You're glad they're going Three Stooges on each other?
Yeah. Yeah. The Yellow King didn't yoink the Goblurin out of them. Was worried about that.
Oh, yeah. So, just as you leave the vet clinic and get like about 10, 15 feet away from the building, you're suddenly stopped in your tracks as you see that same wispy, ashy figure that you saw in the corner, right there, smack dab in front of you, looking straight at you.
Can I roll? So is it deception to pretend I'm not looking at it? To pretend like it's not there?
Sure. Yeah, that's going to be
Or is it a
deception.
perception?
That is
Is
going
it
to
deception?
be that is going to be deception.
All right.
35. Here's the problem. Zoey and Ida, no, Zoey and Willow both can see it. Never mind, Ida. Zoey and Willow can see it. Now.
Okay.
Bit of a problem, isn't it?
I thought only I could see it. This changes everything.
But I thought only I could see it.
Before only he
Yeah.
could see it. Now it's appeared
Now
before
I
all
can
three
see
of
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it poses a question to you, Rat. You call yourself the commander to the Yellow King. Why is that?
Isn't it obvious? He chuckles with a toothy grin. I got a bit of myself a golden tongue.
Interesting. He turns to Willow. A Wekan out of your natural habitat. What brings you here?
Brings me to this place right here.
Interesting.
Just while and walking with these two people.
Interesting. He turns back to Rat. Are you branded with the yellow sign?
He's gonna point to his bald head. No, wait, he's gonna tip his hat and remembers it's not there. Oh man. Anyway, he's gonna turn around and show the back of his head. No, I'm not. I'm not branded.
Interesting.
I just had to pretend I was branded and make sure those three idiots back there don't cause any trouble for my kind.
Interesting. I will be watching. And he disappears.
Yeah? You got a name there, fella?
He just
disappears. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Willow, I guess this is a proper way to introduce you to the hidden archives, where we deal with stuff like that on the daily.
And Zoey claps Willow on the back and says, "Welcome aboard."
Okay.
No, anyways, let's go find out some information about that Yellow King and go find Ida.
Yeah.
The time is now 9 p.m.
Oh,
It is
definitely.
it is 9 at night. The stars are out in full. The moons are we have one half moon and a crescent moon. Or is it a crescent? No, it's a waning gibbous. And we zoom in on a masked man wearing a red cloak standing atop a building in looking out over the city of Evergreen City. "Is it done?" says a voice from behind him. The man turns to see a man in a top hat with a cane. "Master Zolgoth," he says as he collapses to his knees before him. "It is. Everything has gone precisely as you planned. Everything is rigged up for the final phase," the man says. But Zolgoth takes his cane and lifts the man's chin up to look at him. Now. How many times do I have to tell you I have no plans? I just do things. No, the one with the plans is her, the blasted woman, Zolgoth says as he walks over to the edge of the roof. This party, this hidden archives. I had thought that killing that robot Bifrost would tear them down and rip them apart. And it did for a little while. But they came back together again. It's as though they put the pieces back together in the spirit of Bifrost. I had thought he was the soul of the group. But now they have a new one, it would seem. I see that I must take a different tact with them, he says. And even more confoundingly, they were so much more entertaining in the past. This new incarnation does not have nearly as much infighting amongst each other as they had in the past. It's annoying. They are annoyingly more cohesive, more bonded than in the past. This keeps up, my little niece will be proven right. Their love is more powerful than than madness and chaos. No. I see I must pick them apart more surgically, more strategically. I must put more thought into this. Not my strongest suit, I assure you. He turns back to the cultist. See that your buddies are ready for the festivities, and send word to our other contingent. Let us hope they have taken the bait. The cultist says, "At once, sire! For Cthulhu!" as he rises to his feet and runs off. Zolgoth then turns back to the city before him. Now I must see what that blasted woman wants of me this time. Mrs. Kamuya is so much more entertaining. This woman doesn't have a sense of humor at all. Not a single funny bone in her whole body. Now, how is one supposed to have a little fun around here with her around? And we come back to Zoey, Rat, and Willow, as Ada and Bastille are still waiting for 3 a.m. to swing by.
I am glad he clarified that he was talking entertaining as an infighting, because we funny as hell.
Well, all I'm saying is you picked the wrong people to try to make infighting. Just letting that be known.
You're muffled again there, Rat.
Ah, crap. Like, apologies. You picked the wrong people to try to instigate an infighting in.
We will see. So, you three walk into the library. Luckily, in this town, the library is open until midnight.
I was going to say howdy to the receptionist. I mean, the librarian.
you say howdy to the librarian.
How
Yeah.
big is the library? Big.
It's big enough for a large creature to walk in.
Now, are we still at the library? Cauldron.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Yes, but we'll kind of
That's fine.
Rat is
We'll fix that
singularly focused on one section only.
Yeah. Then
I
don't worry. It's all good.
Just figured I'd bring it up just in case Rat or someone needs assistance. Cauldron.
No.
That we are, in fact.
Hey, Cauldron, I get some upbeats to get to this book. The Yellow King book is up there. Thanks. Something like that. Well, yeah. Anyways, Rat's gonna say howdy to the receptionist. Try to tip his hat. Forget that it's not there. It's sad. Anyways, I have a particular question for you, my dear librarian friend.
Oh, certainly. How can I help you? Is she this tall Galvarin is looking down at this very
3 foot
small
tall goblin.
3 foot
Goblurinn.
tall Goblurinn.
You got any books about kings? Those in yellow.
Kings in yellow? I'm not sure I
Yeah.
understand.
Okay, then let me ask in a general type of area. Do you have any books about occultism, like stories about like the weird, like stuff like I don't know, the I can't really keep up with anything. Yeah, about weird stuff that goes on around this place.
Paranormal, high strangeness, that sort of thing.
Yeah, stuff along those types of things.
God, I can't wait for you to be taken to like the youth ghost tales section.
So the youth ghost tales section is on aisle B1, and you will find paranormal and high strangeness on aisle C4 and aisle C9.
I actually read that one. Actually, a good one. although they did have a misconception about some of the spirits in that area. That's really that's when my enjoyment of the book went downhill. But other than that, it's a great story.
And Zoey brings up, how about any books on the ancient ones? And as soon as she says the ancient ones, the librarian goes, it kind of goes wide-eyed and jaw to the floor and is looking at all three of you.
Rhett's gonna give Zoe the Stewie Griffin stare, you know, where he looks up with those wide eyes, like, why would you say something like that?
Just slowly tilting your head to the side as well.
Would Lore Finder be able to find like books or anything?
And the librarian says that sort of thing you will that sort of thing we do not keep up here in the main library. You would need to go to have access to the forbidden section.
How does one gain access to the forbidden section?
That is only granted to those of a high office and such.
Okay, so
that woman over there, I believe that's Kyrene Kamuya. She does have access to the forbidden section. You might try asking her, and it just so happens you actually know her personally. At least Rat does. At least Rat does.
Yeah.
And I think Zoey has actually met with her too.
Yeah, I think so. I think I've interacted once with Kyrene. Okay. Okay. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and ask her for permission. Thank you for your help, my friend librarian. And apologies about my friend over here. He points to Zoey. She's a little, how do I say, not subtle.
Sometimes you don't need to be subtle.
Well, being subtle is always a good thing to have, my friend Willow. He says as he,
well, to be fair,
pats your shin.
Elle has a tendency of being very direct.
Oh yeah,
which I highly appreciate. I highly appreciate that. I need that directness every now and then, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm playing a character that prefers to like try to do things the like most like roundabout way of getting that information.
Well, unfortunately here, the directness actually helped because it turns out that the information you're really looking for wouldn't be up here in the main library anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
that sort of thing. Anything about the ancient ones, the great old ones, eldritch things, that they kind of tend to hide that away.
Interesting.
Because that's considered like forbidden stuff.
Huh. I'm surprised it's not considered as like folk tale or like, oh, that's not real. Huh. Interesting.
You might try asking about that. You could make a diplomacy check to ask about that directly with the librarian, about why that sort of thing is down in the forbidden section and not up here and not considered like folktale stuff.
Yeah, sure. Actually, librarian, before I go, do you know why all that ancient one forbidden stuff, all those are forbidden knowledge? I just got a question. That's all.
25. Oh, I'm going to say that Zoey is helping you out with that. So let's see. Let's make an aid with Zoey.
It just adds in a +2.
And that's going to be 32 from Zoey. I don't know why it's showing us that. Oh, that's going to be 32 from Zoey, so that is a +2 on your check, so that's a 27. So the woman looks at you for a second. And then she kind of gets in close and kind of motions for you to come in closer.
Hey, Willow, can I get some uppies?
So here's the thing. We had a professor at one time, Professor Albus. He kind of went, he was very into that sort of stuff. He was always investigating, always researching that kind of stuff. And he kind of went a little loopy, if you know what I mean. And it was determined that that knowledge, whatever it is, had something to do with it, maybe? We don't know. I that's all I can tell you.
Yeah, this Professor Elvis, guys, he just kept starting going, thank you very much, and he wouldn't stop. It's like he was possessed or something.
I said Albus.
Yeah, close enough.
I sure. Did he also enjoy fried peanut butter jelly sandwiches?
As a matter of fact, yeah, I think he did. It was very peculiar. It was very peculiar for a Goblurrin.
I see.
Like,
I see.
I was about to say, like, if anything, like, this is out of Kyoto, but it actually doesn't help that one of my go-to breakfasts is literally just peanut butter toast with banana on it. Like,
Well, mine is a blueberry bagel with an egg on it. So.
Oh, nice.
oh, that actually sounds really good.
Sounds interesting.
No, that's actually really good. Thanks for the idea, Seth.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
Anyways, thanks for the information there, librarian. Willow, you can put me down. Thank you.
Yep,
She didn't actually pick you up or anything. She just leaned in close.
I know. I just like to headcanon that Willow picked me up because of how short Wet is. That's just my headcanon.
Anyways, so you head on over to talk to Kyrene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, as you do that, Crystal is there, but Soma has kind of gone off. Soma's kind of gone off, looking around the books and everything. And Coldra is back there somewhere. Nobody knows.
Hi, Goldra. Hi, Soma. He's gonna wave. You can do that child wave. And all three
You
of
don't
them when
see
he
them.
walks by. Oh, never mind then.
So, you walk up to Kyrene. Kyrene is here trying to comfort Lorena. As it looks like Lorena's kind of gone a little crazy. She's got all these books on the table before her, and she is talking really rapidly. She looks like she hasn't slept in days. And yeah, it looks like she's kind of got a little nuts.
Does my see the unseen activate? Do I see anything weird near her? With my see the unseen, because I set it up for. Okay.
No, you don't.
Okay.
And you walk up to Kyrie and go ahead.
Hey there, Kyrene. I got a bit of a question for you. If you don't mind me asking. Well, not a question, more so a favor.
And she turns around. And yeah, she is. She is much taller than you. She's about 2 feet taller than you. She's only about 5'1".
Finally, I'm not the shortest. I am still the shortest, but I mean.
And she looks over at Willow and she says, "Oh, hello. I don't think we've met. Hi, I am Kyrene Kamuya."
Willow just like waves.
And you are?
I am Willow. I don't believe I met you, but a friend here says they know you.
Yes. I know these two quite well. Brat, I know a little better, of course, and Zoey is quite a curious fellow. I would definitely like to get to know Zoey a little more. Now, how can I help you, Rat?
He's gonna look at Dr. Lorena.
Dr. Lorena Gray?
Yeah, Dr. Lorena Gray. He's just like, is everything okay with her?
Unfortunately, I am not sure. I have no idea what is going on. So I will have to get back to you on that one.
Okay. Well, in that case, so there's really no other way other than just outright say it. Us three need access to the forbidden access of the library and find like information about ancient ones. Because recently, when me, Zoey, went out. We found my Goblurrin kin, and turns out they were branded, and they keep on saying something about the Yellow King is coming.
The Yellow King, you say?
Yeah,
They specifically say the Yellow King.
yep. They actually stabs it. They actually. Oh,
and they're branded with something. What symbol is it?
Willow over here can tell you what the brand is.
It's a yellow sign.
It's it's a spiral symbol.
It shows spiral symbol.
Oh dear. I can provide you that access, of course. The elevator to the forbidden section is off in that direction. She points to the right, but I don't know if you really need to.
Huh?
The Yellow King, the yellow sign, that spiral symbol that is associated with one of the ancient ones or great old ones known as Haster.
I don't know who that is.
Pray that you never do.
That's very worrying. Any other information you could give me about this Haster?
Sorry, I had to go deal with something.
Oh, it's all good.
Unfortunately, if you want more information about Haster, you'll need to go peruse the forbidden section.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think your Goblurrin friends are very well gone.
Now, come on. There's no need to say that. I'm sure there's a way to break that chain off of them.
If there is, I don't know of it. Not even with my psionic abilities can I break that curse.
Kyrene was the one that couldn't sense the souls in Bastille, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what else I found out the first day I got when I first joined up with a hidden archive? I found out that bucket of bolts was filled with nothing but spirits, and you're so-called a master ghost finder.
Yes, my psionic abilities has its limits. Particularly when that person is constructed of a particular metal, I cannot sense through it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just don't like the idea of slaying my own kin. Anyways, I'm gonna head on up there. Let's go, Willow.
Down there. It's in the basement.
Yeah. Apologies. Yeah, down there.
Willow follow.
And right, well, like there at first, like there was like a swagger in his steps, but now that swagger is kind of like gone down, has kind of like left, and he's just walking without that swagger now.
Okay, so you head to the elevator. She is going to go with you to the elevator so that she can use her access card to grant you access to the elevator. Be careful with this knowledge. Eldritch knowledge is very dangerous.
I deal with spirits all the time. What's the harm? It's just different form of spirits in my mind. chuckles.
She gives a very concerned look to Zoey.
It's a joke there, Kyrene. I'll be serious. I'll take off the mask a little bit. Don't worry. I will be serious about this. Information like this terrifies me. Actually, I don't really like the idea of going down. I'm going down there, finding out about this stuff. But hey, if it's to save my kin, it's to save my kin.
Okay. And so, you head down. And this is going to take you a few hours. So, I'm going to move things forward a little bit. As we come upon 2:25, 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, we're getting close.
Our time to shine!
Good.
And at this point, Ada has kind of nodded off, kind of fallen asleep. I would say she's kind of fallen asleep in this chair sitting next to Bastille. Bastille, I would think is kind of just standing there in the corner.
Again, he has not moved from the seat unless someone has had him move.
Okay.
So he hasn't started standing in a corner. No one's asked him to do that.
So Ada is sitting in a chair next to Bastille and has kind of just nodded off. And as we zoom in, Ada is conked out, laid her head on the table, and is fast asleep. Probably snoring. Yeah, she is definitely snoring. But still, automatons don't need to sleep. But something about the rhythm of Ada's snoring has kind of sent you off into kind of dreamland too. And so, both of you find yourselves in this other world.
Yeah, okay, then step 1 complete.
And
actually managed to
both
fall
of you
asleep.
make me an occultism check.
Yeah, public or blind?
Always public. 26 from Ada. 30 from Bastille. Bastille and Ada both, you know that this world is called the Awakening. This is kind of the transitionary point between the waking world and the Dreamlands.
So, effectively sleep limbo.
Yeah. And you look around, you're in this like otherworldly version of Evergreen City. It looks a lot like the tavern that you were in, but you look around and there's nobody else here. Only you two. And you kind of get up, and you look out the window. And as you look out the window, you can see this massive shadow towering over the city.
Oh.
And you can make me an occultism check. Either one of you. Or both of you.
I'll certainly make one.
But still, you have no idea what this is. But
Like,
Ada,
swap digits of the number.
as you look at this, your eyes go wide, and you kind of just start stepping backward as you realize that is a kaiju class Mystimon called Lomagra, the Waking Terror.
Bastille's just distracted because he's like, I can't sleep. How am I here? Wait a moment. There's...
the real questions. Well,
I understand there's something at the window. Give me a minute.
It's just he accidentally fell into sleep mode.
And as you kind of come to this realization, Ada, that you're looking at the Waking Terror, that kind of snaps you back, and you awaken suddenly. But as you awaken, you kind of snap back in your chair. But now you kind of feel paralyzed. You can't move, and you're scanning the room with your eyes. All you could move is your eyes.
You're scanning the room. To reality, your arms weak and knees spaghetti.
You're scanning the room, and you see in the corner a shadow with a top hat.
Fucking jackpot. Step 2.
Have fun, Twilight.
And that's where we're going to that's where we're going to flash back to Zoey, Rat, and Willow.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. So, as you're perusing this section and doing your research, make me... You've been doing this research for a few hours now, and so make me your first occultism check.
Okay.
This is a research.
Is this for everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume so.
Okay.
Let's go.
That +1 really helped out a lot.
Zoe's not helping.
In fact, I think Zoey conked out. It is like we have been up the entire day.
Yeah, Zoe's Zoe's conked out at this point. Willow, you get 1 research point, and you're able to get a little bit of information. The information that you get is kind of like information that Rat already knows. 1 second.
Can't wait to find out Eldritch knowledge and lose my mind. Are you ready for this, Pokey Duck? Because I'm not.
So the information that you kind of get is the ancient ones or great old ones are known to inhabit a plane called the Void. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm dealing with a cat.
It's
I don't
all
know.
good.
I don't know if you were able to hear her meowing.
Nah.
Well, that's good. Has anyone been able to hear her meowing? Anyone at all?
No.
Okay.
No. It's just Yeah, everything's quiet on your end.
Okay, good. Good. I don't need a cat meowing in the freaking background interfering with things. So, the void is this other plane of existence that is very little is known about it. But what is known is kind of it's very disturbing, the kinds of things that is known about it. It is very creepy, and it's also very terrifying.
Well, that's just great.
And so we go to the next hour. Make me another occultism check.
Let's go.
Zoey's conked out. Rat's not helping. I think at this point, Rat's kind of conked out too.
He's trying to understand these things, but it's just like, I don't really understand.
Yeah, you've kind of fallen asleep at this point, Rat. And so is Zoey.
Somehow picked up my dice log.
And Willow rolls a 35. With your 35, Willow, you go a little more in depth on Haster. And let me pull this up.
Ooh.
So, Haster is an ancient one who is confined on to a specific city on a planet that is orbiting a faraway star, and is nevertheless in the midst of a transformation into a true god. He works toward this feat through his avatar, the King in Yellow, or the Yellow King, which can manifest anywhere in the universe that the light from his planet's sun can be seen. The Yellow King appears as a humanoid figure draped in yellow clothing and is kind of ashy and wispy.
You need some moisturizer.
Oh no.
But there is nothing within the clothes save a shapeless, horrifying presence. Haster himself is also referred to as him who must not be named, or simply the unspeakable. Self-indulgence and nihilism are at the heart of Haster's worship, and he is popular among debauched artists and nobles who recognize no purpose to life other than gratifying their own increasingly grotesque and outlandish tastes. Cults of Haster are united in their use of the yellow sign, a spiral symbol that allows Haster to observe and possess those who gaze upon it. The presence of the yellow sign among a city's graffiti is a foreboding indication that Haster's attention has been drawn there. And these settlements soon find themselves under attack either by Haster himself, who seeks to draw cities into his realm, fueling his transformation into a true god, or by another ancient one, Zalmandor, a parasitic deity spawned by Haster, as he walks his realm's sewers.
Well, that was a lot of information.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
oh no.
And so, Willow, you need to make me a will save as you look into this information.
Oh, I'm kidding.
You got this. I believe in you.
you don't go insane.
Oh, a critical
Let's
success
go.
at 20 on the die.
That's our recon.
Yeah, like I was about to say, like,
Wait.
have you picked up all of my good dice luck? What the fuck?
Listen, I crit succeeded when it mattered,
So
and so does Pokey Duck.
so is Ducky. Yep. And so we come to Rat and Zoey. You both have kind of fallen asleep as you're reading into these things. And as you do, you automatically fail your will saves.
Yeah. Yeah.
As
Think I have
you
a
start
plus.
seeing this spiral symbol in your dreams. You're seeing this spiral symbol. You're seeing this figure draped in yellow clothing. You're seeing that ashy figure that you ran into today.
Oh. Think he's mad at me.
And as you're seeing these things, it is driving you madder and madder. This unknowable knowledge. And you suddenly awaken, Rat, when you look down at your chest and notice that same spiral symbol on your chest. So, you already have 2 stress, Rat.
Mm-hmm.
And so you are now always seeing that ashen figure all over the place. And you have this urge to claim that the Yellow King is coming.
Oh,
Congrats, Commander. You've been made into a commander.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
If you want the title so bad, he'll give it to you.
I lied. It was a lie.
Well, congrats. You're not lying anymore.
Yeah.
That is why Rule Zero is a thing. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. I didn't even wish for it.
But you tried to play
And-
it out, so it made it reality.
As
Mhm.
as your dream ends, Rat, we zoom in on this alien city, on this alien planet. We zoom into this palace that is draped in yellow. And we look upon Hastur himself. As you see Hastur himself, you suddenly jerk awake. And you you are frightened too.
Sweet.
Now, guys, I have an idea.
Anyways, let me just Oh, he's gonna grab his gun sword and start swinging it around like he's crazy. Get out of here!
Willow, what are you doing? Are you going?
does Willow see this?
Yes, yes,
I guess does Willow know that they're afraid?
yes. You can tell.
Not like Willow would probably try to do. Would probably try to do this. Well, I don't know how to do it.
Maybe you can make an athletics check to grab him or something.
Could Willow do this? I guess.
No
Maybe.
cause for alarm. You attempt to reduce panic. Attempt a diplomacy check. Compared it to the will DC of a creature in a 10-foot emanation around you who are frightened. Sure, each of them is temporarily immune for 1 hour after this, so go ahead, make your diplomacy check.
Oh yeah, baby.
23 versus Rat's will DC. What is your will DC?
It is
25.
Yeah, 25.
It fails.
Ah,
So close.
So Rat is still going crazy.
Well, technically, you have a story point, but that's on you to use it.
Do you want to
save it
roll
up to
it?
try
Do you
to-
want to use your story point?
I can try, I guess. What's the
Hey, it's whatever. It's your call. If you want to save it, then save it up.
To spend your story point to re-roll it, just right-click on your check there and click re-roll using a hero point / story point.
Where did you say that?
What?
Oh, where is that?
Just right-click on your diplomacy check there and scroll up to re-roll
Okay.
using his hero point.
Dang. Well, try. Oh.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
but it triggers our house rule that adds +10 to the result. Since the result would have been lower, it triggers the house rule and adds +10. So the result is 31 versus Rat's 25 will DC.
Not bad.
So so as you're trying to calm him down, for a second there, it seems to kind of have no effect as he doesn't seem to hear you, and starts as just slashing at things and breaking things. But after a moment, he finally starts to hear you.
We're not going to be allowed back down here.
He finally starts to hear you and finally starts to calm down. And he takes some deep breaths.
Hey, calm down. What's wrong? You're acting like a maniac.
Feels like I am. He's gonna drop his gun sword on the ground, and he's just gonna like sit and like plop down, sitting down. He's just gonna like. I'm assuming he would be sweaty, right?
Yes, you are in a
he's
very
gonna
cold sweat.
And he's gonna wipe the sweat off of his brow. Just saw something mighty spooky. Something I'm not used to seeing.
I haven't seen anything. I've just been reading up on stuff.
You don't
Some
see
very disturbing things.
So you don't see anything weird around here?
No. Do you?
Can you do me a favor and I'm gonna go over here real quick, and I think I missed some books around here. He's gonna try to get out of Willow's eyesight. Is that possible?
Sure, you can try. Make a stealth check.
Oh, I'm gonna instantly fail that, but it's funny.
Versus Willow's perception DC.
It's a crit fail, I'm assuming.
It is a crit fail.
Anyways, you see him try to like hide behind a vase, but that vase is obviously like way too small for him. As he takes off his shirt and he looks at his chest, it's a spiral symbol there.
Yes.
Okay.
Willow just looks at you like, what are you doing? You know I can see you, right?
Just checking out my new amazing tattoo that I got.
Oh, really? What is that?
Don't rightly know. I was taking a nap. Saw some interesting things. And this
You don't know what your tattoo is?
Nah. I got it from a
I can take a look if you want.
He's gonna like walk up to Willow and then show off this spiral symbol.
You see the yellow sign tattooed on his chest.
And then when you get that, Willow just like backs away some.
That's understandable.
And now we're going to flash back to Ada and Bastille. Hi.
Greetings.
So, Ada and Bastille, you awaken, paralyzed, seeing that shadow person. What do you do? After about a minute or 2 minutes, it kind of feels like an eternity to you. You're finally able to move, and that shadow person disappears.
Did the shadow person have the same silhouette as Zolgoth?
Make me a perception check.
$34.
34. You remembered in your terror to look very closely at the shadow person. And you come to the realization as you remember Zolgoth's ability to project himself. He has projections all over the place. He's been using this ability to project himself. And he also remember reading the notes from Bifrost about Zolgoth's peculiar ability to walk the dreamlands. Being a dreamwalker, essentially. Which you know now that Kwoi is also a dreamwalker. And you put all of these pieces together and you realize that is, in fact, Zolgoth. To be continued. Next time on Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives. If you enjoyed today's show, how about you do us a favor, drop us a like and a comment, and maybe consider subscribing. We would also love for you to join our community of both Pathfinder 2e lovers and Mystimon Saga fans on our Discord. Catch our next episode live next week, actually. We will be live next week on Thursday. And after that, on November 7th and November 14th, we have a special double week 2-parter for the season finale.
So we have double whammy, if you will.
So we have a lot of good times ahead, a lot of scares ahead.
Good, he says. Good, he says.
A lot of scares.
It's okay, guys. I've got a plan. If we can't stop them all from being summoned, we make sure they all get summoned, and then we pull the old Godzilla versus King Kong, let them fight.
Well, the problem is, I think that's gonna happen considering what Hastor's done to Rat. So, like, it's literally a battle of the ages of the two ancient gods, in my opinion.
Let's be clear, in none of the description of what you were given were you told you have to worship him. You're just always seeing him. So if you start worshiping him, that's a you choice.
Oh no! Like, I'm assuming that there's gonna be a lot of Will says.
Yeah, have I got
like,
it?
he's marked.
Have I got on Rat's character sheet and got into his main page and got in here, searched Haster, and then added Haster to your sheet.
Yeah, it's right here. Yep, I see it. It's kind of like a force
sheet. You could have.
Yeah, it's kind of, you watch the stream. I saw it happen.
Yep.
Jesus, like if anything.
Yep, I just added Haster to Rat's sheet.
I don't think Bastille was ever aware of the thing outside, honestly.
I was thinking, what have I gotten myself into?
Rat,
like,
how you worship Haster is entirely up to you.
It's not even like a will. It's not even like a. It's not even like a by choice. It's like forced to worship, considering the mark.
Yeah,
That's just how I'm flavoring the worship. Like, he has to worship Hastor.
Like, if anything,
But-
I'm honestly kind of surprised that the blade forced the Elder God that we're up against Heal, since my blade rival Heal is fucking Hastor.
But we will find out more next time on Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives. Catch us next week, and we will see you next time. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
See y'all next time, folks.
bye.
Goodbye.